This is Carol Maglio.
And this is Dr. Ken Gray.
Together,
we're Juice in Essence.
And who's having?
More fun than us.
That's cool.
I'd gone in for a regular gynecological exam and had a pap test, and it came back positive. So they said, okay, let's watch you, come back in 6 months, which I did. And that went on for 2 years, being checked every 6 months. And then my doctor at the time said that she's uncomfortable with leaving anything go for 2 years, so let's go ahead and we can still watch you and do a colposcopy, it's called, or we can do a cone biopsy, or known as the LEAP procedure, and see really what's going on. And if it is just irregular cells, they can be removed and you're good to go. She didn't have any idea that it could be anything more than that, and I would be fine. As it was a shock to me too, when I heard from her that I did have cervical cancer, and thankfully they did the biopsy because it was hiding behind the cervix. So it's very important to get out there and be proactive with your health. I had my gynecologist, my oncologist, my radiologist, my pathologist, and it goes on. But the most important was my acupuncturist. I had already been seeing Dr. Ken Gray for acupuncture because I was having pain and cramping prior to knowing that I had cancer. So obviously my protocol completely changed, and he was instrumental in helping me through that very difficult time in my life. But I didn't want to have chemo or radiation, so those changes really helped, and I did not have to have chemo or radiation. Thank God they caught it early enough. In the process, we became very close friends and had a deep connection, and a lot of it was revolving around food. Every time that we would get together for our weekly visits, for my acupuncture, we would talk about food. We had already decided to do this cookbook, but I had to have my surgery first. So it was like the carrot that was dangled in front of me to get me through, on a positive note, this ordeal with cancer. We had this fantastic journey that we've been doing for the past couple of years, and it's been a learning experience for me, done in a fun, energetic way.
When I began treating Carol, it was for gynecological issues, which included lower abdominal pain. After a while, we were able to achieve very positive results, and that was a wonderful thing because it made her happy. We were able to then touch on other issues, and while we had this hour per week or twice a week, we would also discuss a lot on food and our experiences with different dining, whether it was something that we had cooked or someplace we had gone. And because of that, we grew closer as far as mutual interests. And our patient-physician relationship transcended into also a friendship. And when she later on, fast forward, was diagnosed with cervical cancer, by then this news also affected me personally, and I realized that what she had to go through was going to be a difficult thing, not only physically but emotionally. And a lot of our conversations then started to become, how do we incorporate lifestyle changes, pattern changes, and food in order to offer not only support during the total hysterectomy that she was going to go through, but post, in order to hopefully avoid radiation and chemotherapy. So then, in so doing, we came up with juicing recipes and dishes to make, foods to stay away from, and really utilizing the principles of traditional Chinese medicine, holistic view of dietary healing. I think what we came to realize was that not only did we appreciate food, but we appreciate each other, and we appreciate these philosophies and how they could work in daily lives. So not only was I able to share with her, but then she began sharing with me ideas on how these principles could work in a tasty fashion, on different palettes. And later on, we decided and agreed that achieving my long-term dream or long-time dream of creating a healthy, holistic cookbook, and her long-time dream of creating a cookbook would now come to fruition.